And y'all up. Hello and welcome back to episode 20 of Sailing the Zinvarian Sea. We are down one Frankie Beats today, one Goblin Rogue. Maybe he'll be on later. I don't know. Haven't heard from him. We'll see. He didn't say, so he can get outed. We'll go around and everyone can say who they are and who they are playing. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll start with Super Casual.
Yeah, I'm super casual. I'll play Sai, the half-elf fighter.
Chanel.
I'm Chanel Vintage. I play Callius, the Tiefling Warlock.
Ollie.
I'm Ollie Peach, and I play Ren, the Triton Druid.
And I will be attempting to play as Fanrix today. We'll see how that goes, who is a Goblin Rogue. But normally it's Frankie Beats. Cooties.
I'm Chief Cooties, and I'm playing Lunaris, the Asmer Cleric.
And Huey.
My name's Kiwi, and I'm playing Tetra, the Human Bard.
And I will be your DM for this evening. I'm Archmage Freya. So, last we left off, in the days following the defeat of the Black Fog Pirates, you participated in a festival and celebration, helped werewolves, two of which were injured townsfolk, and met some poly lesbians. Sai went to Calantha's to get his prize, of which he chose some plate armor to be made. During that, everyone but Lunaris went to the tavern. Lunaris went off to the jeweler of the town and met Rithara and traded a sapphire for 2 pieces of jewelry to be made for Calantha and Maria. Lunaris was also intrigued by Rithara, asking if she'd be okay with leaving Zathar, possibly joining your crew. She seemed open to the idea, and as that was happening, Ren and Callius went to the general store, picking up spyglasses, one of which was mostly broken, and a hat for Callius, who cut holes into it to fit his tiefling horns. Fanrix was finally convinced to bathe for the first time in who knows how long, and you received the rest of your payment from the townsfolk for saving Vimbroki, and unbeknownst to you at the time, for saving Mr. Unberdesh. Captain Arnira Grylan came into the tavern saying she was to go back to Zyria, but asked Ren to take at least one of her crew along with her for her protection. Ren agreed to at least talk or look at the people that she was suggesting the next day. Lunaris went off and had dinner with Calantha and Maria, who expressed their desire for her to stay. During this, the rest of the family talked about the notes they had received from the Black Fog ship, and one of which concerning the clairvoyant Emval Tessandrin and a missing person fleeing from the drug capital of the Tide Runners. It was revealed by Fanrix that his gang name was Z when he was once Z when he was in the Tide Runners, as he revealed his fiendish tattoo on his left shoulder. I did the same, showing his tattoo, but that there were parts of his memory that were foggy. Petra mentioned something about how it may have to do with Sai's father, as that was what Neliazil mentioned. Fanrix also mentioned about the monocle of 100 Lives, which was mentioned in the note that you guys got, and his desire to have it. You discussed your next plans, but agreed to wait for Lunaris. For her time with Maria and Calantha, Lunaris went back to Rithara to collect her jewelry, which was decently made, and went off to the forest. Laying out incense, looking up to the moons of Aethana, she imbued power into the jewelry as a gift that would be given to Calantha and Maria to protect them. The boys went to sleep on the ship, the girls in their room. But later in the night, Tetra went off away from the tavern and with a torch burned off her own tattoo. Late at night, Ren noticed Tetra wasn't in the room and went to go look for her, finding her in a tiny hut. After a light interrogation, we'll say, Tetra broke down and showed the burn, asking if Ren could heal the scar, a process which would take some time. Before we hop straight into it, I just want to clarify a couple things that I misspoke on last episode, or that weren't clear, perhaps. First, Rithara is like 9 to 10 because I got the age of kobolds right, which would place her in like average teenage kobold age. And second, and more importantly, Tetra did not actually hear the voice of a certain individual, but more so remembered the voice entering her head about a week or two ago in game time. So hopefully that clears that up. And hopefully this chair is very squeaky, so I'm hoping that's not too loud for everyone, because holy fuck. So, Ren and Tetra heading back to the inn. Is there anything that you guys would like to do, or are you just heading back upstairs straight to sleep? And I assume heading back to the girls' room.
I'm ready to go to sleep. Yeah, I'm ready to go to sleep.
Ren, can you not say anything to anyone about this?
You have my word.
Thank you. And yeah, Touch is ready for bed as well.
Okay. Give me a perception check with disadvantage, Lunaris. And you guys can both give me a stealth check.
It's a 10.
I just got a nat 1.
She kicks open the door to go to sleep.
Yeah, as you are sort of as you are going into the room, this old sort of wooden, it's not so much that you kick the door open or anything, but the wood sort of squeaks under you as you open the door. And Lunaris, you sort of wake up and look over towards the door to see Ren and Tetra enter.
Ren?
Hi.
Tetra?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's like 10 p.m.
Wait, isn't it 2 a.m. now?
Yeah, it's 1, 2 a.m. Yeah.
It's time to go to sleep.
Well, since you guys are here, and she reaches over to the little table where the necklaces are, and she dangles them out to you guys. Look at what I got for Maria and Calantha.
They're beautiful.
Do you think they'll like them? Be honest.
I'm sure they'll love anything from you, but seeing that it looks like you put a lot of thought and care into this, I'm sure they'll appreciate it even more.
You know you can stay here if you want, Lunaris.
As much as I would love to, I have unfinished business. I have someone to find. And then she rolls over, plops the necklaces on the table.
Fair enough. We can talk more about where we're going in the morning. I plop and pass out.
Ren isn't gonna plop. She's very ladylike and noble. So she's gonna gracefully find her way to the bed. Very, very demure.
Sleeping not in water has been an interesting thing for you to learn to do. But you do find your way to rest. Surely. And you all wake up, get a long rest, heal however many hit points you probably would have lost by burning your arm with the torch. I guess you were healed for it, actually, so... which I do have recorded of how much you have the progression towards healing said scar, but I'll keep track of that, so... but you all wake up in the morning. Are you convening downstairs? Or is there anything that anyone would like to do before they convene?
I think before I convene, or we convene, I want to see if Lunaris is going to leave first or not. Are you going downstairs?
No. She's got something she wants to do. But
Are
kind
you-
of in private.
Are you going to go to Calantha and Maria now to give your necklaces, or is there something that... Do you want to discuss the plans?
We can discuss the plans.
Okay.
We also have to discuss Marie. May.
Sounds like who?
What
Marie.
about May? What about her?
She's like trying to get 10 gold a month and barter for Tanner as well.
That sounds like a lot.
Sounds
that-
like so that's 20 gold a month. We didn't even make 20 on saving the town. From the bartenders.
Not that I'm really aware of certain values in this, but I believe we did make...
Just made like 36.
Oh, I thought we made 16.
No,
this
I have
for
the exact number. You made...
Yeah, I have the Google Doc too.
Yeah, you got the they paid you 2/3 of it, and then you just got the last third because you saved Vimbroki.
Oh, Petra will still
Vimbroki.
complain.
Vimbroki sounds like she's got no money, but Vimbroki.
I think that's the angle that Tetra's trying to play, that we're Vinbroki
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Go for it. Yeah. You do you. You do.
Like, I'm not too sure the value in all this, or what is a fair wage or not. This would be my first experience in paying somebody, but I'm okay with whatever the group decides. And we do have maybe some people from my home ship that can volunteer if you are more into that. Now,
I also met somebody that I think could be tremendous help.
Oh, good.
who would that be?
Her name's Rithara.
Mm-hmm.
She's
She's
about...
capable.
And she like gestures with her hands, like a little taller than Fanrex or same height?
Shorter.
Oh.
2 feet tall.
Shorter? Okay, yeah, shorter than Fanrex. She's like on the ground. And she would be just... I know Callius would love her. Up in the crow's nest. She has an eye. Like an eagle.
An eye for what?
Anything, I think.
Does she have experience on a ship?
I didn't ask. I said I would talk to you guys first, the family. And just see. I didn't even ask how much... I didn't know we had to pay them. Am I
wasn't-
getting
No.
paid?
We're not getting paid.
So we do have our family savings. You can say that I've been managing. And I think we're at the point where I'm fine with anybody taking what they deem necessary from it. But pay? What is money?
That reminds me. Tetra, do you know how
Right.
much a sapphire is worth? Like, about that big?
Also, I have the
Like,
number
my-
that you guys were paid from the tavern if you want to know it.
Alyssa wants to know.
34
won't
gold,
listen,
49 silver, and 88 copper. So that's about 40 gold.
Okay.
About.
Sapphires can range. I mean, I don't know how big yours was. Mine, I think, is around 50 that I grabbed.
Do you think that these were worth a sapphire? She holds up her necklaces.
Can Tetra do a perception check, or do I have
You do not.
to know that that's not?
They're nice, but they're not worth a sapphire. Like,
Even within my lack of experience, Lunaris, I don't believe you got a fair deal in that.
You did not trade your sapphire for that, did you?
No.
Who did that?
I-
Who charges you that much?
So she didn't charge me per se. I kind of just offered. Yeah.
And this is why I bring Tetra along whenever I'm making any negotiations, because I do not trust myself. And apparently you may need to learn from her too, Lunaris.
I'm so good with money.
Love makes you do crazy things, I think.
But not crazy
fair.
enough to stay on the island, though, right?
No. Not at this time.
Well,
You can come back here if you want later.
I'm sorry that it would lead you guys separate into different directions, but I'm happy that you would continue to be with us because I am quite fond of you.
I only got 2 necklaces, Ren.
You don't have to get me anything. I've had plenty of options of jewelry to take with me, and I left it because having moments like this mean more to me than something physical as such.
But what about a necklace made by a friend?
Well, I guess if you say it like that.
If she came with us, she could make us all necklaces.
Who? Renthara?
Rithara.
So
She's the one that took the sapphire.
I gave her the sapphire.
I'm
Oh, fair.
I'm not too certain which direction this could go, but I don't believe you're painting the best picture of her right now, Lunaris.
Just wait till you guys meet her. Just wait.
Okay, we should.
She's great.
I'm mildly concerned, but with my concerns, I think we should head downstairs and meet up with the gentleman, maybe on the boat, or do you think they would come over here to the inn for breakfast?
They're hungry enough. They'll probably be here.
Okay, so let's just go downstairs then.
On the ship, is there anything that you guys are doing?
It's morning, right? At this point?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm just confirming with Fanrex that all he has to eat are like bugs, and then, agreeing to possibly, go to the tavern for something to eat.
Yeah, there's great bugs on this island, honestly. I love it here. And he's like, ugh, I hate the smell of this. Okay, let's go. And he's like looking on the ground as you guys are like walking over. Ooh. He grabs like a little bug. Delicious.
And I'll just like show some affection to the ship. Like I'll hold like the edge of it and be like, man, like I really miss this thing. Like it's great to have it back and sleep on the water.
Hell yeah. But you guys reconvene in the tavern. Able to, I think for the first time in a minute, the 6 of you are, at least for like a day, back together. What do you guys wish to discuss?
Good morning, crew.
Nothing good about it, sweetheart. Just, yeah, I got it.
Lunaris sniffs the air. Somebody smells good.
Oh, Lunaris. You missed
No, it's
it.
awful. Am I going into like grandma territory? Stop.
And she
Oh.
gets closer to Fanrex. It is you.
Stay back.
It was a compliment, Fanrex.
Compliment you, the women you love. Elf girl. Mage lady.
She mutters under her breath. She turns around. At least I have girls that love me.
Wow, wow.
What? What?
Right. So we're supposed to be catching Lunaris up with the notes. Get her opinions on it.
Yes.
I'm saying that in character, by the way.
Yes, Lunaris, here's what we were thinking. Either we continue on our journey towards the Marani Isles, or Yeah, actually, I have to pull up my notes for exactly where the other one is.
Yortra.
Yeah, or Viortra. And I guess, yeah, if everyone's around, pull back up the notes.
I also believe I was supposed to head to the captain Anira's ship this morning with anybody who would want to go, because we were supposed to do interviews, as you called it, into who would be taking, and I'd rather not make them wait. So
Okay.
I'm good with that. I could be a good judge of character.
I believe
Should
I'm
we get
fine.
a handle on where we're going first? Talk about payment, then go to the ship? We can make it very quick. Just so we have our ducks in order. So they know where they're going to when you interview them.
I'm good with that. I personally vote the Marani Isles.
Okay. Who votes the Morani Isles? Wait, is that the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fanrix, I believe, would raise his hand for that, right? We all agree to vote
I
for
think so.
Fanrix to vote on that one. Because I think he was
I think
looking
so.
towards the monocle of 100 Lies. So, and Baltus Andrin is in, he's last reported in.
Okay, so that's 5. Me, Fanrex, Callius, Sai. Oh wait. 4.
Yeah.
I didn't vote, but where we go, I'm
Oh, and Lunars.
indifferent to, and seeing that majority has it regardless, I'm fine with it.
All right.
I'm indifferent either way, but I am interested in learning more about these tide runners if we happen to run into them.
Okay.
I guess we could
Sounds
set off to where we were originally going then.
And now payment. May is asking $10 for her. Or sorry, what the fuck? 10 gold. God, I do not.
10
gold for her.
10 schmeckles.
Yeah, ask for $10. 10
Are we
gold
talking
for her.
Jamaican
and
or
she's
US dollar? Sorry. Okay.
Also,
sorry.
also bartering for Tanner as well. 10 gold.
Can someone remind me of May's specialty? Because right now I'm just leaning towards getting Tanner.
I believe she is great with bow. Yep.
Yes. You are correct.
So okay. I believe she's proficient with the bow. Besides that, I'm not too familiar with it.
I'm
I
not
can
saying
tell her
Tan-
7 gold, take it or... Oh, sorry, Callius, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm not saying Tanner's not worth 10 gold, but he doesn't need to know that. I think he'll be fine taking part of whatever earnings we end up with in the future.
I can also say like 7 gold, take it, leave it.
I'm
Or
fine
5
with
gold,
it.
That's
take
fair.
it, leave it.
How insistent was she upon receiving payment? And you said she was insistent upon Tanner receiving the same. Would it sound like she would be open?
She could leave it if she wants. If she's not open.
As long as I don't have to handle the negotiations.
I can handle the negotiations.
Should we talk to Tanner before she does then?
Probably. Okay, but do you want to do the interviews first, then talk to them?
If it's a matter of time. I think those on the ship could wait a little bit if you are interested in beating May to the punch in this case.
I'm just thinking, like, if things don't go well, we can just dip. Right after, so, and I don't know how long the negotiations are gonna take.
Okay.
That's my only thing.
Okay, we could definitely do the interviews then. Would everybody be joining us? And Lunaris, are you aware of what's going on? I'm not too sure if I filled you in or not.